Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prepper, and today I'm going to talk to you about flashlight selection and the pros and cons that go along with them. I've got quite a few examples out here. To start with, most flashlights you see at Walmart, the really big Rayovac ones or, emergency ones, they're like these big bulky ones that have the huge battery in it. Now the only problem about that is that battery don't last too awful long, and then when it goes out, you've got this big hulking mass. Not only that, that won't fit in your bug out bag or your bug out bucket too comfortably, so that one gets discarded. Now the next one is almost like it, but it takes a couple of those large C or D type batteries, and the same situation occurs. Once those are spent, it's kind of hard to recharge C and D batteries since you can't readily get a rechargeable C and D battery at the store, so that one gets scrapped. Now, the next one is almost just like there too. The only problem is with it is the older style flashlights have the single bulb halogen bulb, which is not the least bit bright at all. When the battery runs out, no recharge option, so that one gets discarded. Now, before I go any further with other flashlights, you also run into a situation with your tactical gear on your gun, such as this one for an AR mount that I have. Is it takes those what I like to call midget C batteries, the ones that go in your camera that are really tiny, the round. The only problem with that is you can store a couple up in your broomstick handle, but once again when they're gone there's no recharging. My personal advice would be to go to a flashlight setup that takes a AA or AAA. That way you can recharge them on either if you got a little portable solar thing or recharging station. That way you get a lot of use out of that in a long-term situation. Now, one of my personal favorites, and this is my bug out light, is it's a Brinkmann. You can get it at Home Depot. I think I paid $6 for it. Some great features. Is that it has O-rings all the way around the ceiling areas. All the batteries are self-contained in one setup, so it's easy drop in, drop out. And once again, O-rings. There's no sense in having a light if you're going to get it wet and then it won't last. Okay, so moving on, we have a small little pin light. You see like a lot of shop mechanics and people use these. Once again, you can recharge the batteries just like the Brinkmann, being that they take AAA or AA. That's the good option about that. And easy to slip in your pocket. Both of those, look how much space they'll take out in your bug out bag, not much. Now if you already have some lights that's the old style halogen bulb, I mean you can definitely throw those in your bug out bag. I mean they can take AA or AAA rechargeable batteries, but once again, light situation, if you're needing a lot of light in an area, that's not going to be a good option. But nevertheless, if you already have some, you don't want to spend some extra money, right there's a good option for your bug out bag. And the same situation on these more nicer mag light ones. They're O-ring sealed. It's one thing that's always been respectable about mag light. But another situation with them is the same types, the bulb. But if you already own it, another good one for your bug out bag, very small, compact. But the Mac Daddy is, this one right here is made by Hybrid Light. I think Lowe's sells these. You can pick them up at Lowe's. Has a solar panel built into it. Has also the flat batteries where you can put in. So if you needed to put a couple of those in your bug out bag, all those are not rechargeable. The tiny little quarter looking batteries, easy to throw in. Actually, I'll just unscrew it and show you what they look like. It's O-ring sealed, it's watertight. It's the tiny, look like a quarter. It doesn't weigh much at all. I think I saw a video where somebody ran over it with a vehicle. I really don't want to abuse mine because I'd like for it to last. Pretty good brightness to it. I would recommend this to anyone, and this would be my pick over them all. But just in case you ever need some light to change the batteries in your bug out bag, it's always good to have a light stick to go along with it, because in the meantime while you're fumbling for batteries you might want to be able to see which battery you're grabbing. But overall, my final selections and my advice to you would be one of the hybrid lights, a simple compact light that has O-ring built-in feature, which is like this, and the mag light. And then of course you can always, if you want something in your pocket as you're out on the go, these little clicky lights are really good to go. But hope that's been a help to you. Until we see you again, have a blessed day in Yeshua name.